U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 76 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete. And it's 2nd down. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Gone!
From the gun on 3rd down. Steele. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Christian Kirksey coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Landry. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back 99.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Mayfield now on second down. Forced out to his left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Detroit. Detroit.
Mayfield now from the 50, and that is incomplete.
They had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run it here. Where? And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
4th and inches, does he get the first? You bet he does. He knows exactly where he needs to be, and he's going to fight his way forward to get a couple of yards and ensure he keeps the chains moving.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield dumps that off to Ware. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Detroit! Detroit!
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Here's Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run now with Ware. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it with Johnson, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A big play there out of Cook. 72 yards. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This is Ware. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Here we go now.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play at any spot on the field.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Boom.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Flushed out right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, Mayfield dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Gone. Leopard.
They'll give it to Chubb. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. Throwing. Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone!
Throwing on first down. Steele. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Linval Joseph in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mayfield to throw it. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it And that'll fall incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Mayfield looks to throw, and he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here we go now.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield dumping it off for Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The Browns on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
All right, here we go. 3.
Mayfield down. Flush to his right. Underneath for Johnson. No gain at all on the play there. And that brings up 4th. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Steele. And that is incomplete here.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Steele. Going deep for Diggs. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play for the Vikings on third down. 42 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On 1st and 10, Steele. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there at 22. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
The kick by Carlson is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. As they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. As they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been really good converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw. Forced out to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now out comes Minnesota. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Green 39.
Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And he can't he's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Detroit! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
He's back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Looking to throw. Steele. And it's caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 6 seconds now, 5 seconds. And I think that's going to do it. They can't get another play off. Back to throw. Steele. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for Cleveland, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.